If you have tinnitus, you already know that nighttime is the hardest part. During the day, there's noise around you. Traffic, conversations, your phone, the TV. Life provides a natural buffer. But the moment you turn the lights off and the house goes quiet, there it is. Louder than ever, more demanding than ever, right at the front of your attention, exactly when you need your brain to wind down. If you ever lain awake at 2 a.m. wondering if you'll ever sleep properly again, this video is for you. I'm Dr. Morrison, audiologist, tinnitus specialist, and previous tinnitus sufferer myself. And today I'm going to explain exactly why tinnitus gets worse at night and give you a complete practical system to fix it. Let's start with the why, because understanding this changes everything. During the day, your brain is busy. It's processing conversations, visual information, tasks, emotions, sounds from your environment. Tinnitus is still there, but it's competing with a dozen other signals for your brain's attention. It can't always win. But at night, in a quiet, dark room, something dramatic happens. Your brain suddenly has very little to process. The competition disappears. And in that silence, your brain does what it's trained itself to do. It searches for the tinnitus signal, and it finds it. And because there's nothing else demanding attention, it amplifies it. Think of it like this. Imagine you're at a loud party, and someone across the room is humming quietly. You can't hear them over all that noise. Now imagine everyone else in the room suddenly goes silent. Suddenly, that hum is the only thing you can hear. That's what happens in your bedroom at night. The party stops, and tinnitus is the only one still making noise. But there's another layer to this, and it's important. For many tinnitus sufferers, nighttime also brings anxiety. The moment you get into bed, your brain starts anticipating the tinnitus. You brace yourself for it. That anticipatory anxiety actually activates your nervous system, which makes tinnitus louder, which creates more anxiety, which makes tinnitus louder still. It's a cycle. And like all tinnitus cycles, it can be broken. Before I give you the solution, let me address a few things that might feel helpful but actually aren't. Lying in silence, hoping it will quiet down. We've already covered this. Silence is the worst possible environment for your tinnitus brain. The quieter the room, the louder tinnitus feels. Lying there, waiting for it to stop, gives your brain nothing else for you to focus on and confirms to your nervous system that yes, this sound is still worth paying attention to. Checking in on your tinnitus. You know what I mean? That thing you do where you actively tune in to see if it's louder or quieter tonight than last night. Every time you do this, you are teaching your brain that tinnitus is important enough to monitor. You're actually reinforcing the very neural pathway you're trying to weaken. Getting frustrated or catastrophizing. I completely understand the frustration, but thoughts like, I'll never sleep again, or this is ruining my life, this activates your threat response, which activates your nervous system, which makes tinnitus louder. The emotional response to tinnitus at night is often more disruptive than the sound itself. Reaching for your phone. When tinnitus won't let you sleep, the instinct is to pick up your phone, scroll, distract, do something. But the blue light from your screen signals to your brain that it's daytime. It suppresses melatonin. It keeps your nervous system activated, and it makes the eventual return to silence even harder. Now let's talk about what actually works. This is the system I use myself and recommend to everybody I work with. Step 1, start your wind down routine about an hour before bed. Pick a time. Let's say 9:30 p.m. if you want to be asleep by 10:30. At 9:30 every single night, start the same sequence of activities. It doesn't have to be complicated. It could be make an herbal tea, do some light stretching, read a physical book, do your relaxation exercises. This specific activities matter less than the consistency. When you do the same sequence every night, your body learns that this means sleep is coming. It starts preparing. Cortisol drops, melatonin rises. Your nervous system begins to shift from alert to calm. And the calmer your nervous system means the quieter the tinnitus. Step 2, turn your sound enrichment on 30 to 60 minutes before bed. Not when you get into bed, before. Give your brain some time to start processing the background sound before you're trying to fall asleep. I recommend the Resound Relief app. It's completely free and customizable. Find a sound combination that feels neutral and calming to you. Set the volume so you can hear it alongside your tinnitus, not so loud that it covers it completely. Leave it on all night. This is important. Don't set a timer to turn it off after an hour. Your brain needs continuous sound throughout the night, especially in those lighter sleep stages where your tinnitus can pull you back to wakefulness. Don't turn it off in the morning until you are dressed and ready to start your day. You want the transition from sleep to wakefulness to happen with sound, not with silence. Step 3, no screens for 30 to 60 minutes before bed. I know this is the hardest one, but it makes a significant difference. The blue lights from your phones, tablets, computers, and television suppresses melatonin, and it keeps your nervous system in an alert state. Replace screen time with something that genuinely winds you down. Reading, gentle stretching, journaling, and relaxation exercises. Step 4, stop drinking fluids 2 hours before bed. Getting up in the night to use the bathroom disrupts your sleep cycle and wakes you into silence, the worst possible combination for tinnitus. Reducing fluid intake in the evening is a simple change that makes a real difference. Step 5, keep your room cool and dark. Your body temperature naturally drops as you fall asleep. A cool room supports that process. Darkness signals to your brain that it's time to produce melatonin. Both of these create a better sleep environment, and a better sleep environment means a more regulated nervous system, and a more regulated nervous system means a calmer tinnitus. Step 6, keep a consistent sleep schedule. Go to bed at the same time and wake up at the same time. Every day, every morning, even on the weekends, even when you've had a bad night. And I know that last part feels counterintuitive. If you've barely slept, shouldn't you sleep in? Actually, no, and here's why. Your circadian rhythm is one of the most powerful tools you have to regulate your nervous system. When it's consistent, your body knows when to be on alert and when to wind down. When it's disrupted, late nights on the weekend, sleeping in on your days off, your nervous system loses its rhythm and tinnitus can get louder. Consistency is one of the most underrated tinnitus strategies there is. I want to spend a moment on relaxation exercises specifically because they're a core part of the nighttime system and one of the most effective tools for calming your nervous system before bed. When I talk about relaxation exercises, I'm not talking about vague advice to just relax. I'm talking about specific evidence-based techniques that are directly activate your parasympathetic nervous system, the rest and digest state that is the opposite of the threat response. Diaphragmatic breathing is one of the simplest and most effective. Breathe in slowly through your nose for 4 counts, hold for 2, and breathe out through your mouth for 6 counts. The extended exhale specifically activates the vagus nerve and signals to your nervous system that you are safe. Do this for 5 minutes as part of your wind down routine. Progressive muscle relaxation is another powerful technique. Starting from your feet and working your way up, tense each muscle group for 5 seconds and then release. The contrast between tension and release teaches your body what relaxation actually feels like. Many people with tinnitus are carrying chronic tension they don't even notice until they deliberately release it. Body scan meditation. Lie in bed and bring your attention slowly through each part of your body from your feet to the top of your head. Simply notice each area without judgment. This practice, and again it's key, practice, redirects your attention away from your tinnitus onto neutral body sensations. It gives your brain something else to focus on. You don't need to do all 3. Pick one that resonates with you and make it a non-negotiable part of your nighttime routine. Even with the best nighttime system in place, there will be nights when tinnitus wakes you up or keeps you awake, and here's what to do in those moments. First, don't check the time. Looking at the clock activates your brain, starts the calculations about how much sleep you have left, and increases anxiety. Turn the clock away from you, put the phone face down. Second is resist the urge to check your tinnitus. Don't tune in to see how loud it is. Don't compare it to last night. Don't catastrophize. Simply notice that you're awake and redirect your attention. Third, return to your breathing exercises. 4 counts in, 2 hold, 6 out. This is your anchor. Your nervous system knows this sequence now. It's part of your wind down routine. Use it. Fourth, if your sound enrichment has stopped for any reason, restart it. That's why I recommend leaving it on all night rather than using a timer. Fifth, if you genuinely cannot fall back asleep after 20 minutes, get up, go to another room, do something quiet and non-stimulating. Read a book, do gentle stretching until you feel sleepy again. Then return to bed. Lying in bed, awake and frustrated, reinforces association between bed and wakefulness, which makes future nights harder. Your bed should be associated with sleep and relaxation only. Protect that association. I want to end with something important. If you've been struggling with tinnitus at night for weeks, months, or years, please be patient with yourself as you implement these changes. You are essentially retraining both your nervous system and your brain's response to tinnitus. That takes time. It took me about 3 months of consistent practice before I noticed a real shift. But I promise you, it shifts. The nights get quieter, not because the tinnitus disappears, but because your brain stops treating it like an emergency. Start tonight. Pick one thing from this video, just one, and do it tonight. Turn on the Resound Relief app. Start your wind down routine an hour earlier. Do 5 minutes of breathing before bed. One change consistently applied is the beginning of everything. I've created a free 12-minute lesson that walks you through the neuroscience behind tinnitus and the first strategy to start retraining your brain. The link is in the description below. And if you're ready for the complete system, my Rewire program covers everything across 8 comprehensive modules. Comment below and tell me what time of night is hardest for you. I read every single comment. I'll see you in the next one.